Why do bad things happen if there truly is a higher power who can intervene in our lives? The universe isn't just out there, it's interacting with you. Claim your power by embracing the unknown. This is Tracy with Tracy Talks, and I'm here to ignite your curiosity. Don't just listen, embrace it. I think it's a pretty common question when something happens that is hard and difficult to accept. We can begin to question if there is a God, if there is a higher power, if there's a source of energy in this world. Why do bad things happen? Why do people get sick? Why are there tragedies? And we begin to question our existence and why we're here. I know for myself, when I have been faced with challenges and there is a lot of unknown circumstances, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of what is going to happen to me, we can often play this role of, why me? Why now? What did I do? Did I do something? Is there a reason that I'm having to go through this? It's not easy when we have situations that happen. It is easy to lose our faith that everything is going to work out in a way that we hope for. And people will say, why did this happen? Why did this happen to this person? Especially when it's a very young person who hasn't actually lived out life. And I don't know why things happen. I don't have that magic crystal ball that allows insight into why bad things happen. We don't always have control over what happens, but we always do have control over how we respond to it, how we respond to the circumstance and the situation. Are we going to meet the moment with love and acceptance, or are we going to meet the moment with anger and resentment? Both of those extremes feel very different in our bodies. At my core belief, I do believe that we come here into this place and we do have a purpose. We do have a reason why we come here. And when I think about the greater understanding of purpose, many of us do come here as healers. We come here with healing abilities, whether it is traditional or non-traditional, whether that is spiritual or non-spiritual. Being a healer falls under this large umbrella of how we define that and what does that mean. But for people to live out their purpose as a healer, there also needs to be people who need to be healed. While I don't wish any circumstances upon anyone, I do see that there is a circle of life, a circle that's almost like a spiral, how we spiral into our understanding, our awareness, and why we're here. And that spiral of life requires people to sometimes experience difficult situations for others to be able to live out their purpose. We see it at a high level and we see it at an everyday level, even our own family members. Many of us have family members who are more than ready to step in and provide assistance, support, love, whatever that they can provide to help you along the way. Sometimes my struggle is an opportunity for someone else to live out their purpose by helping me, by assisting me. And there are times where we don't want to open up and receive what is coming to us. Sometimes we feel awkward, like we have failed. We don't openly accept other people's assistance. That assistance is someone else's purpose. That assistance is helping to build someone else's character, define their identity. Opening up and receiving, we can internalize this feeling like we've somehow failed. And how can we shift that mindset to understanding that there are cycles in life? We all go through periods where we need others, we need community, we need support, we need love, we need resources. And when we need those things, it is allowing someone else to fulfill their purpose in that moment. It doesn't mean that we are supposed to become fully dependent upon someone else. But how can we allow in those moments to open up and receive without a negative feeling, without feeling bad about allowing others into our life and into our world? This is a skill that I am still learning how to master. I was not raised in an environment where we asked others for help, where we asked others for assistance. And it's been a difficult journey for me to then transform those feelings inside of me and allow others who have the skills, who have the desire, who can provide assistance. So much of my upbringing focused on being fully independent. It was reinforced from an early age. Getting anyone's help was bad, and it somehow reflected on my insufficient abilities. It has been a difficult place for me to get to some place where I, one, admit that I'm struggling, two, ask for help, and then three, not to feel bad or guilty about it. This has been a lifelong exercise in forgiveness, for acceptance, for understanding all of myself. And it's interesting when I look at my own actions, and I can be critical at times of myself, and I can set a standard and a bar for myself. But then what is interesting is when I look out into the world, I often have a lot more grace and understanding for people that are struggling. I don't hold people who are going through difficult situations, I don't hold them to an unrealistic standard. I don't ever advise someone to not ask for help, to try to push through a situation and figure it out on their own. And it's interesting how I can at times hold myself to a very different standard than what I hold other people to. My journey has been allowing myself to be in this place where I can ask for help. I can admit that I do need assistance, and allowing myself the grace to just be in this place of, I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. I don't have the skills. I don't have the knowing. And that is okay. That's okay for me not to have all of the answers. It's okay for me to need someone else. I have to remind myself that when I need support, when I need assistance, that need is an opportunity for someone else to live out their purpose. And when I don't ask for help, when I don't ask for assistance, someone else doesn't have the opportunity to live their purpose. Thank you for listening to this episode of Tracy Talks. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe, and share with others who would enjoy listening to this podcast. Friends can find Tracy Talks available on iTunes, Spotify, Substack, and YouTube. Hit me up on Instagram and Facebook at More Tracy Talks. And until next time, we meet again.